NVDA, Biden administration says it plans to halt shipments to China of advanced artificial intelligence chips to basically not allow China to have the same kind of tech that our military has in particular. One of the few things that I'd probably agree with the president on is this one exactly, because if we think that that's such a significant edge, I don't want our potential competitors, Pete, to have that edge.
Right. And we're talking about Iran, we're talking about Russia, we're talking about China. I mean, all of those. So it's interesting. And then, of course, we had the reaction from NVIDIA, which was just getting slammed early, John. It was down there, I think, now, maybe it was pre-market or whatever, but the lowest I was looking around and it said 424. So if that was the low, that was the low. But regardless of that, we're well off that low now. I mean, this thing hit down there and just started moving. And that sort of, I think, at least, is part of the reason why the NASDAQ was able to pull itself back up, because names like NVIDIA that were getting absolutely slammed to the downside suddenly found some bidders. And here's why, John. When you take a look at NVIDIA right now, take a look at what that PE is. And this is something that I've always talked about with NVIDIA specifically, because it was stretched forever, right? I mean, it traded at as high as a 70 or an 80 PE stock in this world. And it's mature enough that maybe that's a little bit inflated, right? Well, it's no longer inflated down at these levels. So I was really interested in this one today. I was considering buying some stock and maybe selling some calls against it. I just couldn't make it all work. It didn't make quite the sense that I wanted it to make. But that being said, at these levels, and you look at the stock right now, where it's trading, as long as obviously China is a big buyer, but as long as they can continue to have that kind of growth that they've had over the last few quarters, this thing might be a little bit cheap right now. And I think it's definitely worth watching. We did have call buying the other day, but that was when the stock was higher. And some of those calls, I think, are going to start to move if this stock continues to move at the direction it is, because this thing is way off the lows of this morning.
Want more from Market Rebellion? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and learn more about options trading at marketrebellion.com.